Good morning, Ananda. Dear students, last class we can be discussing about the what is the importance of the health and what are the infectious diseases and non-infectious diseases. What is the acute diseases and chronic diseases? How should we prevent all these diseases? We can be control ourselves, like maybe in the society also, and also we can be community wise and also individually. What are the precautions which should be taken? All this we can discuss about the last session, is it? Today we can be discuss about the how should be the preventive measures should be taken out to that one. So there are the three common ways germs are spread. We can be avoid to that one in the individually. So how can be the we can be spread out? So there should be the we can be preventive that one. So first one method is, so doing nose, mouth or eyes, hands to others. So in case we have to the any common cold, so then what happen? So you can be sneezing, is it sneezing or coughing or rubbing your eyes. So then what happen? So that water droplets which can be the transfer to the other family members or friends. So simply washing your hands and help prevent some diseases such as a common cold or high blood pressure. So in case of you have any infections, so like a common cold like sneezing or eye rubbing, so then you can use the one separate cloth yourself. Don't sneeze into the public places or in your home also. So that should be avoided to that one, because whatever the small droplets which can be evaporated the nucleus of the this zone, so then they will be the transfer to the other person easy way, and also they can be the attack to the large number of the people, hence we can be avoid to that one. So next one is hands to food. So when we not taken the good, that is also one of the main reason for that one. So we can be usually germs are transmitted from the unclean hands to food by the infected food prepared who did not wash his or her hands after using the oil. So it is also one of the personal hygiene we can be tell about that one. So when we do to the any food or any kitchen items, so neatly we can be wash our hands. So then only we can be prepare the food, and also we can be serve the food also. So that is also one of the most important. So because before we can be eating the any food, then we can be wash our hands. So we are using the soap that is done twice a time. Then only we can be avoid to germs should be the causes. The germs are then passed to those who eat the food. Germs are also transmitted from the raw food. Sometimes you cannot be wash the raw materials like vegetable, fruits. So that's also because of the some of the germs. So in case maybe for example if you get due to the chicken, to hands while preparing a meal. So that is the most important to preparing the food is also one of the most important we can avoid these germs. So sometimes animals to people. So maybe in the home you have a dog or cat, is it? So some of the pet animals you can be see in the home. So wash our hands after petting any animals or touching any surfaces they come into contact with us. So after the touching this type of the animals, we can be frequently wash our hands. Then only we can be personal hygiene should be we can be developed. So these are the some ways we can be seen in the how should be the germ should be attacked to the persons. So next one is, these are some of the indirect transmission. Then we can be seeing the direct transmission of the diseases. So direct transmission means it refers to the transfer of the infections agent from the infected host to the new host without need of the intermediate. So without intermediate means we cannot have to the any medium, it can be not required for that one. That is you can need to the any intermediate, maybe air, food, water or other animals. So maybe airborne diseases, waterborne diseases, food contamination. So these are some of the agents which can causes the diseases. But in the direct transmission, we cannot get to the any type of this type of the vectors. So direct mode of the transmission can be occur in the maybe sometimes touching the other people or things, then sexual intercourse, biting, direct projection of the droplets across the placenta. So these are the some of the disease which can be occurred from the this type also. So one is touching with others, then sexual intercourse, biting, then direct projection of the droplets and also placenta. So what are the indirect transmission mode of the? Indirect transmission is when infectious agent are transmitted to new host through intermediaries such as air, food, water, object or substances in the environment or other animals. That is, it can be called as the indirect transmission. So direct transmission means, it means by touching, by sexual intercourse, or sometimes it should be the placenta should be done. But indirect means it can be sometimes it should be from the airborne diseases, waterborne diseases, and also it can be touched any pet animals. So that is also one of the reason for that one. And also indirect transmission, the three subtypes. So here also we can be seeing the three subtypes. So what are these types we can be observing? So first one is airborne diseases. So airborne diseases means the infectious agent can be transmitted in the dried secretion from the respiratory tract. So if you sneezing, so what are the droplets are there? They will be easily transferred in the air, and also with the healthy person also they can be the breathe that air also. They will also causes some type of these diseases. So which can be remained suspended in the air for some time. For example, infectious agent causing TB can enter a new host through the airborne transmission. So tuberculosis you can be called that is one of the airborne diseases. So which can be causes by the sneezing a person. So that small droplets will be enter to the healthy person also. They will be causes this type of the diseases. Hence we can be, when we sneezing or coughing, we can be use some piece of cloth in our mouth. So next one is vehicle-borne transmission. So what is the meaning of vehicle-borne transmission? So vehicle is any non-living substances that object can be contaminated by the infectious agent. So vehicle means, it means they will be transferred to one place to another place. Hence you can record as the year they can be telling about the vehicle, which is the transmission by the new host, maybe unclean environment we can be called that one. That is the contamination. So that is the refers to the presence of the infectious agent on our vehicle. So cleanliness is one of the most important to the health conscious. So but when we live in the contamination zone or contaminated area, so these are some of the most important cases. It can be precautions should be taken to that one. So contamination means it refers to the presence of infectious agent in on the vehicle. That is, it can be called as the contamination. So next one is a vector mode transmission. So vector mode transmission means some of the flies, they can be transfer the disease from one place to another place. That is, you can be called as the vector here. So vector means organism, usually you can be called as the arthropoda. Arthropoda means there is a group of the insects. So they will be under the phylum, you can be seen in the arthropod. So which transfer the infectious agent to the new host. So arthropod means usually we can be seen in our home, we can be seen in the house flies, mosquitoes, lice, ticks. So these are some of the examples we can be observed in this type of the airborne vector-borne diseases. So it means when we eat some of the food in our home, so they might have whatever we have the house flies. The house flies should be in the case of contamination, we cannot be clean that environment. So then only they will be enter our food. So they can be consumed again. They can be passed to the other persons also. So likewise. Maybe they will be causes the diseases. So next concept is organ specific and tissue specific manifestation. So sometimes the disease should be the target our organs. So some lungs, kidney, heart, like that. So sometimes we can be they will target the tissue type of the tissue specific manifestation. So what is the organ and tissue specific agent? So we know that microbes should be the causes of some of the diseases like in enter our body. So maybe they will be go to the different size in our body, such as so maybe microbes which can be entered through the nose or likely go to the lungs. So the microbial organisms which can be enter our nose through it should be directly to the lungs. Yes, we have to the lungs problem like a bacteria which causes the TB of the lungs. So if you have to the TB means they will be attack the organ like a lungs. So microbes which enter through the mouth are likely stay in the gut, such as bacteria which causes the typhoid or liver, such as bacteria which causes the jaundice. So in case the microbes which enter through our mouth, then the target organ should be the bacteria which causes typhoid, or it should be the liver. They will be the target of stomach or liver. So which causes some jaundice type disease we can be observed. The main target organ of the which can be causes from the mouth is either should be the stomach or should be the liver or the gut, such as we can be seeing the typhoid fever also we can be observed that one. So viral diseases means so there are the bacterial diseases are common we can be seen, but viral diseases which can be causes some virus HIV. So for example AIDS which can be entered the body through the sexual organ. So sexual organs during the sexual contact and spread through the lymph of the all parts of the body and damages the immune system. Once HIV should be enter our body, so we can be lost our immune system. So it should be enter through the genital organs, or it should be spread through the lymph of all the parts of the body. So to avoid these diseases, we can be avoid the multiple partners, sexual contact. We can avoid the sexual contact with the multiple partners, and the syringes or grade water we can be used to that one. We can be avoid that one. So new ones we can be used to that one. Sometimes it should be come from the blood transformation also. So before we can be donate or we can take from the blood also. We can be examine whether it should be the HIV positive or negative. So viruses which causes the brain fever. So some of the disease which is targeted to our brain, also brain fever which enter the body through the mosquito bite and also go in the infect the brain. So it can be called the chikungunya like these diseases. So sometimes it can be called the brain fever also. So that is also one of the viral diseases which can be causes from these mosquitoes. So these are some diseases. How should be the preventive or you can take from the treatment? So there are the two way of the treatment of the infectious diseases. So one is it would be the reduce the effect of the diseases. So if any disease should be attacked, so we can be reduce the effect of the diseases, and the other is kill the cause of the diseases. One is the effect should be reduces. So secondly we can be kill the diseases. So for the first we can be provide the treatment of reduce the symptoms. So in case you have any diseases we can be attacked. So first of all we can be into the reduce the effect, then only we can go to the second. The symptoms are usually become a inflammation. So for example, if you take the medicine that bring down the fever, reduce the pain and also lose motion. So if you take any tablet or any antibiotic for the symptoms you have to the diseases, so then what happen? So maybe it should be bring the fever means reduce the pain or it should be lose motion. So here treat treatment refers to the process of the curing a diseases. So treatment of the disease, we can take on the treatment means we can reduce the diseases or we cannot, it can be cure the diseases or infection. So that should be the bring back to the organism to the normal health. So basic 5 principle of the treating diseases. So what are the 5 basic principle of the treating diseases means? So first one is to reduce the symptoms of the diseases. So any diseases should be attack means, so we can reduce their symptoms. So maybe we have some of the fever is headache or cough, cold we have to that one. So first of all we can be reduce their symptoms. This is done by the medicine. So we can take down the medicines, we can be reduced by this. So secondly, to remove the causes of the diseases. What are the pattern or what are the modes they can be the causes, that should be also can be avoided. So removing the causes will result in the avoiding the infection to spread further in the body of the patient. So first of all, you can be taken the where whatever symptoms are there, you can be taken the injections or medicines or tablets you can be taken. So secondly, to remove the causes of diseases. So then to prevent the spread of the diseases from infected individual to the healthy ones. Third point is we can avoid the spread of the diseases from infected individual to other person. It means we can be isolated them. So then only we should be avoid the attack of these diseases. Then to make the patient healthy again by helping him to overcome the disease like a weakness, etc. So after any person they have been attacked with some diseases, so what happens? They will be lost their strength, is it? So after weakness, again it can be due to the nutritious food, again they will recover their health. To prevent the reappearance of the diseases by vaccination. To avoid again, it should be the appear, it can be due to the vaccination also. So these are some of the preventive measures we can be taken to the any person should be attacked to the this mode of the injection. So one way is to use the medicines like the microbes. So we can be used to the antibiotics means maybe microbial infections or maybe some of the bacterial infections. Generally we can be taken the antibiotics. Is it? So the microbes may be classified into 5 types here: viruses, bacteria, fungi, and also protozoans. Each of the disease should be causes. How can be the cure to that one? So it is the process of the peculiar that the group are not shared with the other group. This process may be pathway for the synthesis of the new substances for the substances or respiration. So the microbes which can be the kill. So after killing the microbes, they will be the they will causes that injection we can be taken that one. We can be the cure about that one. It means it is a peculiar that the group are not shared with the other groups. So in case of bacterial disease, that does not causes the viral diseases, like viral diseases does not causes the protozoal diseases. So this process may be pathway for the synthesis of the new substances for the respiration. So during the respiration only you can be taken this antibiotics. These pathways will be not used by us other. For example, our cells may take in new substances by a mechanism of the different from that used by the bacteria. So in case of we can be synthesize the antibiotic from the bacteria means our cells cannot be find out the whether it should be the bacterial infection or viral infection. We have to find the drug that blocks the bacterial synthesis pathway without affecting our. So in case if you take the antibiotic means, suppose it can be the synthesis from the bacteria, then once the another bacteria should be enter our body, it is easily find out that one and also easily kill the organism. So this is the one of the way of the pathway without affecting our own. So this is achieved by the antibiotics that we are on the familiar with this. So antibiotics is generally we can be taken from the bacterial synthesis. So there are drugs that are drugs in the protozoa such as the malaria parasite. There are now effectively antiviral drugs. For example, drugs that should be the HIV infected control. So here particular microorganisms should be the causes the particular diseases. Yes, if you take their organ system can be the synthesize and take on the biotics, antibiotics like antibiotics. If you take that one, that microbial infection you can be avoided that one. So like that, if your drugs kill the protozoans. So once if you kill the bacteria, we have to take on the biotics. So like that, if you kill the protozoans, then there whatever that the enzymes which are we can be extracted from the protozoans, that should be taken on the medicines we can be taken like that one. So there are now effectively anti-drugs. So we can be called as the anti-viral diseases or the drugs we can be used to. So self-care strategies. So these are some of the symptoms and how should we do to that one. So next last one is self-care strategies. So self-care strategies means personal health depends on the partially on the active, passive or assistant use people observe and adapt about their own. So here personal health means we can be partially on the active. So sometimes we can be actively participate. So some people cannot be participate, that is because the passive. So some should be the assisted the people also. So these include personal actions about preventing or minimizing the effect of the diseases. So any diseases, so we can awareness of the diseases. When we have the personal care it can be taken, then only we can be avoid the such type of the diseases. Usually chronic condition through interactive care. So chronic condition means some of the normal age condition we can be seen to that one. So they also included the personal hygiene practice to prevent diseases. So there are short-term diseases which are causes of us. Then only we can be the cure to that one. So infection and illness such as washing hands with soap, brushing and flossing teeth. So these are some of the important we can be adapted to ourselves, like wash our hands frequently, brushing and brushing of the teeth, and storing the preparing and handling food safely. So and also many others. So these are the avoid some of the diseases. Then the information gleaned in the personal observation of the daily living, such as about sleeping pattern, our sleeping pattern. Then we can be due to the regular exercise, behavior, nutritional intake, and environmental features may be used to inform the personal decision and they are the effect, they can be avoided. So these are the some of the how should be the disease we can be controlled ourselves. Maybe personal care is the very important to all of us. So maybe we can be taken the brushing or washing our hands and whatever surrounding environment should be also clean, regular exercise, sleeping pattern, nutritional food taken. So environmental features, these are all very important to healthy persons. So in this class we can be discuss about the how should we avoid the airborne vector of the diseases, maybe airborne diseases, waterborne diseases and microbial diseases, and what are the precautions should be taken. All this we can be discussed about in this session. So thank you and all.